Hello? Am I here? Am I in? Oh, have I been in? Okay, I need to talk a little bit so that when it catches up, I can listen to myself. Okay, now I will stop talking and listen. Oh, have I been in? Okay, I need to talk a little bit so that when it catches up, I can listen to myself. Okay, now I will stop talking and listen. Alright, everything seems to be going well. So, here we go again. Hello, hello. Welcome to, I guess, technically my second attempt, but it must my first actual the first attempt. My first attempt was like 5 minutes long, as I just messed with settings. Let me see. I know how to. There's my chat. How do I see other things? Dinosaur Steak, live stream, Baldur's Gate. So that's how I mess with the title. Good to know. Hello, if you're new here. I am experimenting. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll see. It's a very interesting place to be. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to go on my screen. Alright. And we resume. Now, for those of you who skipped my 5-minute thing where I was trying to figure out settings and stuff, I actually talked to GenCat about streaming. He is my little brother, and he watches all my videos and posts comment on them for some reason.
Magic left, though. Sun's too bright.
And because he is, as far as I can tell, most of my audience, I was talking to him about when it would be convenient for him if I were to stream. And then he told me that it would be most convenient for him on the days where it was least convenient for me. Because today is a day when he said it's a bad time for him if I was going to stream, but today is the best possible time for me. I guess I should probably talk to these guys so that you guys know what I'm doing.
We'll never put this fire out. You're better off helping anyone trapped inside.
Yeah. I normally just run up there and do my thing. I don't bother talking to these guys anymore.
Can't you see the inn is burning? Help! Or get out of the way!
So pushy. Just because things are on fire and people are dying. Come now. We can still be civil about this. Alright. We'll go this way. And I should have
I'd love to, thanks.
Karlak try to help that guy over there, because my character has neither high intelligence nor does he have high strength. I'm pretty sure this is the opposite of what you're supposed to do in a fire.
Quick!
Is that you?
Yeah, let's get him out. Good idea. Karlak, stop staring at him and help him.
The fire! Hurry! Get this thing off me!
Yeah, yes. I didn't read what this actually did. I just assumed the strength check would be best. I see that nat one. You tried to do it to me again, game. I'm glad to see my nat ones when I have advantage. Very glad.
Yes! You did it!
I did do it. Now get the heck out.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome. Get the heck out. Alright, let's go hit over here. Lag stuff. Weird to look at. Oh. Am I level 5? Oh, yes, I am! I was level 5 on this account. Yay! How did I get level 5 here? I didn't kill the guy at the start. How am I level 5? Do they give more XP on higher difficulties, or did the balance changes nerf some of the XP I've been getting? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I did raid the Goblin Camp, but I don't think I should be level 5. Oh well. let's go. That is the first person we have to rescue in here. There is another. Shouldn't be too hard to get their butt out. Probably should have saved my main action so that I could break through this door more quickly.
On my mind. Well, in it.
Do I have ways to fight against the fire? Do I have any water on somebody? I do. Throw the water. Hold this back a little longer. Why is there lightning? I don't understand that. It's happened before on other accounts, but I thought that it was... I really had no idea what it was. I thought it was some kind of lightning equipment I must have been holding, but I don't think anybody right now is holding anything that would deal lightning damage or give me lightning charges. So I really don't understand why this was electrified. And now it's gone. Okay, I'm confused. Oh well.
Keep your distance, darling.
Alright. Alright, we need more help getting through the door.
Don't be shy.
Should probably be tracks, because these poles happen to be weak against fire. Target is too far. By what? A meter? Fine. Do I have any more water I can throw at the fire? I doubt it. I have an arrow of ice?
My faith protects me.
There we go. That should slow it for a bit.
Soldier. La la la.
La la la. You're really just happy to be out of Avernus, huh? And you're blinded, so you can't do the thing. Okay, fine.
These things have stayed interesting.
Oh, Miri.
The ice isn't holding out very well.
So that's progress.
Alright, everybody out.
Up to.
How delicious.
Everybody all the way out.
Let's move.
The ice arrow was extremely effective. Shadowheart, do it again. Maybe I should have taken Will for me for this part, but
I must keep going.
it's fine. I don't travel with Will a lot because I enjoy having spellcasters on, or I enjoy playing as a spellcaster. For instance, this game I am a sorcerer, so having a warlock on the team seems a little unnecessary. Plus, I want to have a frontliner, and having a frontliner means that there's someone with backup in the rogue, and having a cleric in my groups is just kind of mandatory. I do it every time. Where are you going?
Come. I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
You're right. Now get out of there. The ice is holding. Actually, what am I doing? I'm just gonna be one of the characters outside and exit turn-based mode. There we go.
Another step forward.
Nice and easy. Hey, buddy. You okay down there?
Miri. No. Gods, no, no, no. You should have stayed. You should have been with me.
How did you two get separated?
I was in our room. We had a fight. If I just kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry, she'd still be here.
This isn't Tanya. There's no way you could have known.
I'm sorry, Mary. I'm so sorry. Please, just go. I need a moment with her.
Someone there?
Speaking of which...
You're a medium? You're gonna speak to her? Could you ask her something for me?
Maybe. What do you want to ask?
The dowry. She'd know where it is. It's for her sister's wedding. Miri had it when she ran out.
Ask his question.
Dowry for sister in barn.
The barn? She must mean one of the empty buildings behind the inn. I trust you to get it for me. I can't leave her.
I had an idea,
The
but
corpse
you know what?
regards you lifelessly.
I'm just that much of a goody two-shoes this run. How did you die?
Finding husband Benrin inside. Door locked. Trapped. Fire.
Where is Benrin?
Inside. Room. Top floor.
Why were you at the inn?
From Eldergard. Traveling. Sister's wedding. Marineth. Farmer.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I had no more questions, so that works. I don't know what it is with my obsession with just seeing what people say after they're dead, even when I know what they're going to say after they're dead. But I have one, and I feed it. It's fine. It's all fine. Nope. Ah, there you are. The game is loading. I should be speaking, so that does not look like my brain is doing the same. This is taking a long time.
Fresh air. At last. You honor your clan, sir. I'm in your debt.
Counselor, are you all right?
It takes more than mere fire to break me, Yuva. Now listen close, Fist. Duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the man and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counselor.
The rest of you, count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, I must ask again for your aid. Please, rescue Ravengard from his drow captors. The council will reward you for your effort.
I do like
trust
rewards.
You'll see it through.
Absolute Cult is based in... The Absolute Cult is based at Moonrise Towers. That's where they'll take the Duke.
Moonrise Towers, along the old road. That place is cursed. Few could survive there, unless darker forces are at work. This was no random attack. The Grand Duke was their target.
Who is Duke
The
Ravengard?
invisible force holding Baldur's Gate together. Without him, the city's collapse is certain. I fear that may have
That's
been
a
the
bold
intention
claim.
of those who abducted him.
I'll head west and find Duke
Thank you.
Ravengard.
And should
Karlach
your courage
approves.
falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Approach the towers with care. The land itself has been swallowed in shadow. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Fist to work.
And I will be taking this bow, because lightning charges are very interesting, and I like having this bow on Asterion. I don't know if it's actually all that effective, but it feels that way. Let's see. Comparing it to the one I have equipped right now, it does 1 less damage, but it builds lightning charges. And what lightning charges do is they give me a +1 to hit, which is very nice, and they deal extra damage. So, we're going to equip that one. And what boost do you have?
Attention.
What boost do you have? I don't need those.
What now?
I guess? It's better than the one she's wearing.
Can't give up now.
Alright, now I'm going to do a long rest, because I think the fires are easier to get through after a long rest. And then I will go around and loot the place. Let's see. Ooh. What does average view duration mean? And is it counting the mine? Is there somebody here? I don't think so. I think it's just counting myself. Oh, there are talkative people. Bolo! There you are! Took you a while to show up, my friend.
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect. He sees the burning embers of Joaquin's rest. Then Floric's face as she tells you of Ravengard's abduction.
Hells. Older Ravengard's been taken.
Yes, the Drow set fire to the inn and stole him away.
Then we need to seek him out and get him to safety. You see, Grand Duke Ravengard is my father. I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him.
The choice is clear. We should rescue him. There are some other things, but yeah.
Thank you.
He approves.
That means a lot. But I wonder, what makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Men's Oberanzen would have little use for my father.
Unless they're targeting
No,
Baldur's Gate.
This is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast.
You shouldn't be keeping secrets from me, Will.
I know. And you're right.
The others I expect it from,
My
but come on.
story is one of 2 men. The Blade of Frontiers. A man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard. The memory of a memory. A man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind.
Hello, Volo. And hello, loading screen. That takes a while. I wonder why it takes so long to talk sometimes. It feels like the game is trying to load up a lot, but there aren't even that many choices I could go here. So I'm wondering why.
Cozy setup you have here. I'll
Camera
just
go
make
a little
myself
this-
comfortable.
nope.
Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
What do you know about mind flayers?
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
You're an idiot, Volo. I fought one of them.
Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible.
Not only have I encountered a mind flayer, I've killed one.
That can't be.
I was captured by mind flayers. I'm lucky to be alive.
You're mad! But tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter?
Malaise is one word for it. More like psychic transference?
Curious. Illithids, their technical name, form a hive mind. One shouldn't be able to hear their dark whispers unless...
I'm gonna say nothing.
Are you familiar with the process of theromorphosis? That is what happens when a mind flare parasite infects a living host.
Thermorphosis? I'm listening.
I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected.
I'm going to let him believe that.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind
Wait,
flayer by now.
I just continued. I didn't.
You? Infected by a mind flare? Huh, ridiculous.
I didn't say that.
Isn't it?
That's. Yeah. Well, you can
Perhaps
examine
that's
me.
for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim.
Man of science, right there. You can tell by his gesture get-up.
If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet God!
I want rid of this thing by any
If
means
we managed
necessary.
it, we'd have a specimen of incredible rarity on our hands. I'll need to research the particulars, however.
No.
Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
No. I don't think so. But I will take that. What is it? Yeah. I was wondering for a second if it was just clothing instead of light armor, because if it was just clothing, I could equip it on tracks without losing my 13 AC. But that is not the case. Hey, Gale.
How can I help?
Alright, nobody has anything new to say, it seems. And we are moving on. Hey! Ooh?
The cub holds out his leg, revealing a ragged wound.
Oh no. Isn't this the first time he showed up? Shouldn't he have just been hungry? I lose track of which game I'm doing what. Well, I'm glad I got my failure here. Alright. I'm going to pass this check even if I have to use inspiration. Sweet! Excellent.
As the wound closes, the cub begins testing his weight on the leg.
The little beast's quite charming once you get accustomed to the smell of rotting flesh.
I can't smell, but I assume she's right. Hey, buddy. We're going to pet him. The first time you try to pet him, it always bugs out. But everybody approves, so it's fine. Hey! Karlach is inspired again. Excellent. I am back to 4 inspiration. I was at 2, which is much lower than I like to be. I feel comfortable when I'm at 4. I feel uncomfortable in that too, but I have enough for emergency situations, and I have yet to run out. Alright. Obligatory pet the dog before returning to work. Where is the dog? Oh, hey, Volo. Volo came up with something. Isn't that lovely? Pet the dog!
The dog wags his tail. A small bag.
Fine. First, I will collect his offering. Then I will pet the dog.
He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
I just took salami out of a dog's mouth. I must be insane.
Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Alright, Volo, what have you got to say, buddy? Nothing insane. Right? This is going to be a totally sane conversation we are having. I hope that is correct. As soon as the game... There we go.
My good fellow.
Hello.
Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you
Your beard's
so
doing
much.
something weird there, buddy. Has the research turned up anything that might help? I'm not going to...
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable.
I don't believe you.
It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
No. Absolutely not! Get that away from me! How many times have you done this before?
I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
No! Stay away! I'd rather get a second
You
opinion.
won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
No! Nope, nope, nope!
You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
Look, Volo, I appreciate your enthusiasm and your willingness to help, but there's just one problem. I really like my eyes. I have wonderful eyes. Great eyes. Love them both. Wouldn't trade them for an... Yeah, no. You may not have my eye. I want to keep them intact. Now, hopefully, after a long rest, the fires will have died down some and I'll be able to explore and just loot this area. Clean, ideally.
Well, hello. Let's go.
And of course, obligatory figure out what the dead knew.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What were you doing at the inn?
Reading, burning, killing.
Who are you?
Krug, hunter.
Why did you target the inn?
Kidnap the Duke for the Absolute.
Where were you trying to take the dude?
Take prisoners to Moonrise.
Obviously. I feel like I keep asking useless questions, if I'm honest. Was your mission successful?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I always pick these trying to get as much information as I can out of it. not really rhyme or reason, and I probably asked some foolish questions. But it's fine.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Zarin.
What was your profession?
Male.
This guy's so useful, isn't he? He's from Moonrise. How did you die? We don't need to know that. Was the raid successful? He probably doesn't know. How did you die?
Archer. Roof. Should have seen.
Where are you from?
From Sharmuth.
Oh,
Before the Absolute.
I'm not sure where Shalmoth is. Was the raid successful?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Well, that ends not
Okay.
as
Just
bad as
care
it could
when you
have.
would be reckless.
Continue looting.
Certainty when you would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so
Time
is
to
it
press
done.
ahead.
Magnificent.
Wake up. I wonder if people have an opinion on seeing this happen.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What happened to the Duke? Yeah, what happened to the Duke?
The corpse remains silent. She doesn't know.
Should have known. Who are you?
Gauntlet. Marilla. Flaming fist.
Do you know of any survivors?
Dead or dying. Baldur's Gate.
There seems to be a bug where continue does not mean what I think it means.
On my way.
They seem to be giving me the continue option when I get down to one discussion option. And then they treat it like I took that option. There's some weird lag stuff happening here. I should re-optimize Baldur's Gate. Oh, you know what it is? I'll bet it's because I got YouTube open in order to keep an eye on chat while having OBS open. Yeah, that makes sense. What's this say? Hey idiot, you left a snot rag on my kitchen table. I haven't thrown it out. What? A lot of time I want to push you into the pit of things, but sometimes you just say something so stupid and funny I think about it for days. Don't. What the heck? Was that your... Was that your partner? I hope not. I would rather have found out you died alone as opposed to you left people behind, but you know, maybe that's just me. Yeah, the game is definitely acting funny. I hope the stream is doing well. The stream's not lagging or anything, is it? I can't really tell. I'll have to rewatch it later and see for myself.
That.
Burrow hole there. I do not have anyone who can turn into a mouse. Yeah, the game's being a little laggy right now, so I really hope the stream isn't lagging out harder than that. But I will have no way to know for sure until I end the stream and watch it. Alright. What's this way? I'm suddenly realizing I never really checked out this way. I think it's just a way out of the buildings. hear the wails of a damned? For a second there? Just a sudden scream of pain? Stolen property. The act of caravan vandalism that has not been diminished by the intervening years. The statue of the beloved ranger was callously torn from the central marketplace in Baldur's Gate and is still yet to be found. Although it has been some time since a replica was erected in its place, a collective of concerned citizens of the Wide remain convinced that the original statue is still out there somewhere and is willing to bestow a hefty sum upon whoever might assist in its retrieval. No questions asked. We urge the thieves in question to consider the art piece was commissioned not to offend but to inspire. Not to offend, but to... Indeed, the bold adventurer depicted is no real person, living or dead, but a metaphor for the city itself, standing stolid and stern upon his foundations, gazing outwardly but still clutching tight to his heart with the warmth of hope. Presented here is a small and furry hamster. Please find the hope in your own heart and return the blight to a blighted city its beloved ranger. Raise a hand for help, and we will fill it with gold. What the heck? Why is that here?
I'm way too big.
Is that a reference to... I know there's a card in Magic the Gathering that I think is based on D&D with a beloved adventurer and his hamster. Is that a reference to them? I can't remember what his name is, but my friends really like that card. I think he was planning to make a deck with it. I don't think he ever actually did. But yeah. Alright, grab everything. This mug of beer, camp supplies. That mug of beer, camp supplies. That pitcher of beer, probably camp supplies. What's in the vase? Nothing's in the vase. The wooden trunk, camp supplies. I am going to have so much food, I won't even know what to do with it. What are you doing? You take some of the weirdest paths to get to the thing I'm trying to tell you to. You know that? So yes, it is totally possible to loot this area before you take a long rest. However, it will be full of fire, which will be spreading, and it's very annoying. But this is a much easier way to go about the whole thing. Oh, by the way, guys, so I'm not going to do this just because I would have to rest immediately afterwards. But I have learned off of YouTube that there is a way to cast 4 fireballs in one turn. That is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, what it involves is, let's see, first you need an extra action. You can get that from haste. You also have to drink an elixir of bloodlust, which I probably have somewhere in here. Or not. Well, then you drink an elixir of bloodlust, and then after you kill something the first time, you will get another action. So that's 3, and then you quicken spell for a 4th fireball. Now you do have to convert all your bunch of your sorcery points you have to convert your spell slots into sorcery points, and then convert those into 3rd level spell slots in order to get 4 spell slots to do so. Which means that if you decide you're going to do this method... Hat. Okay. It's a hat. I thought that said ignoble head, and I was terrified for about half a second. Why was that in there? Okay. That makes more sense. What was my train of thought? Where was I? I was talking about something. Fireball. Yes, I think... Did I finish that? But yeah, it is absolutely possible to cast 4 fireballs in a single turn this game. And it is terrifying. Oh, hey. Where do I keep getting this from? I'm never sure where I picked that particular backpack up from. Send that to Shadowheart. Alright. Give me all the stuff. It will sell for coins. No, let me think. 4 fire. Yes. Also, another thing I've realized in this game, paladins deal a ridiculous amount of damage. I don't know why they deal so much damage. It's like, it's better than sneak attack, single target damage, and it consumes spell slots, of course, but it just absolutely demolishes everything. Even from level 2. Like, I'll have to ship, if anyone jumps into my chat later, well, if anyone jumps in my chat later and asks, or if GenCat jumps into my chat later, I'll show you guys my level 2 paladin, and the smite ability is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand how anything level 2 can be allowed to deal that much damage. Alright. Pick up everything. This feels like a time where I should talk to chat while I'm just chilling out here and picking stuff up, but I have no chat to speak to. So, set that to Karlach. All the heavy stuff to Karlach. Hopefully, my team will be able to carry enough stuff for me to get on with my life. Alright. Move it. Oh my. Somehow I thought I had cleared out this room. But I had completely missed the center. Give me all the bread. My group will never go hungry. That's how it is. That's a fact. I have enough money to feed a small army. And there are 4 of us. And my food never spoils. Thank goodness my food never spoils. That would be such a painful mechanic. Someone's gonna make that mod, aren't they? Someone's gonna make a mod. Someone's gonna think, you know what? I am tired of people having it too easy. I'm going to make a mod where your food rots. And that way, it'll be more immersive, I guess. People are making some interesting mods for pretty much every game, that is. But, yeah. I saw a mod where they got the original D&D style where you roll a d20. I'm not sure what we're rolling for initiative. I think it might be a d4, but more likely a d6. But I like it so much better than rolling a d20. It is amazing. I'm going to suggest this for every game of D&D I ever play again. Not going to insist people use it, but I'm always going to remind people that it's a thing from now on. So why would you make a mod that tries to go back to using a d20? Drax! Watching him run round and round the table drives me nuts sometimes. Oh, more stuff up there. But yes, another cool, like, I can't use any D&D, any mods right now because that'll turn off my achievements, and I intend to 100% the game. But I assure you, the day that I 100% this game is the day that I start playing with the mods. Absolutely no contest. It is what's going to happen. So, there's some cool mods. Like, there's a mod that will immediately take your characters to level 10. Like, I don't know how it works because I haven't downloaded or looked into it right away. But the idea of playing this game from level 10 at the start does fascinate me slightly. It would be a cool experience to try out one time. Another cool mod I saw was one that'll let you actually... So, the level limit, the max level in this game, I believe, is 12. That is what GenCat has told me, and I communicated with him in the comments. But there are already mods that will take the game up to level 20. One of them seems a little incomplete. I imagine that they implemented as much as they could, but they had to leave a bunch of stuff out. But it implements feats and other things that just aren't in the game because they're exclusive to after level 12. Another mod I saw is also raises the level limit of the game to level 20. But this one you have to start multi-classing after level 12, which I think is actually a great way to go about it, because you're going to be getting what's the word? You can get pretty much the best of both. Not the best of both worlds. That's the wrong way to put it. How do I put this? It's a way to increase the limits of the upper limit of the game, which I always love to do. I know it breaks the balance, but I love being a god in video games, so it's fine. But it can break the balance without breaking the game. Is that the right way to put it? There are a bunch of cool multi-classes I want to do, but it's hard for me to think of multi-classes that are going to be good for the level I'm at for the entire game. And it's... Where are you going, Drax? I tried to pick up the picture there, and he just started walking away, and I'm not sure why. But yes, I am picking up literally everything, because I'm going to stop selling alchemy ingredients, because alchemy, at least in Divinity 2, was broken but unnecessary. Is that the way to put it? You could get stuff that would otherwise be a rarity through alchemy, and I'm willing to bet there are some goodies in the alchemical area, but if I'm selling stuff, I will sell the probably unique items that I need in order to get stuff like permanent buffs. The wine cellar. I can think of a few of my companions who would... Why am I only finding bottles? Well, that's just sad. It's a wine cellar full of empty wine. I don't even drink alcohol, and that's it. And just D&G culture is enough to make me sad about that. Alright. Have I filibustered long enough? Have I managed to pull enough words out of my backside? Because... Oh, boy. Alright, gotta keep going. A book? I knew the Gur as traveling folk with a reputation for fortune-telling, but you only start to know a people when you sit down and share a tale. At the side of a road, over a bubbling stew, they told me they were the children of Saloon. Oh. And claim a history going back to ancient Rashman itself. That's interesting. Gur legend tells of two young women, witches, who refused to follow the instructions of their elders. In frustration, the older witches turned the young maidens into songbirds and locked them in a golden cage, saying if they refused to listen, at least they could make music. But the witches escaped and flew across Faerun. Eventually exhausted, they landed in the garden of a cleric, who blessed them with the name of Saloon, breaking the curse and transforming them back into human form. Since then, they have been Saloon's children. Isn't Saloon the moon goddess that Shadowheart hates? All Gur people trace their lines back to these young maidens. Indeed, some Gur matriarchs even take maiden as a title. Of course, as beloved of Saloon, they no longer practice the witchcraft, but some say it remains in the blood, that it lets them catch glimpses of the future. It was a magnificent tale, and some excellent stew, but was any of it too? I shall investigate when I reach Brashem. Perhaps they tell a different story. Probably. Sorry. My throat got dry while I was reading that book. By the way, guys, I hope the sound has been better than it has been in the past. I've got a stand, so my mic is actually up in the air and not against the table, so that annoying banging that has been appearing in many of my videos should be gone? I really hope so. It was driving me nuts. And yeah, if something on my channel is driving me nuts, I can't imagine it's worth other people's time. So hopefully that's been dealt with. I'm also considering soundproofing my room so you don't have to hear or if I soundproof my room, I'll be able to turn down the grain on my mic. And if I can turn down the grain on my mic, you guys will be able to hear my voice better without that just tiny little scratching sound in the fire. But yeah, my audio quality definitely isn't the best that it could be, and I'm hoping I will be able to make it better very soon. Of course, I still have to talk with a buddy of mine about what I would have to do in order to get the soundproofing up on the walls, whether I should use glue or tape or something, as well as the long-term ramifications of what that would do to my walls, and then talk to the landlord and see what needs to be done there. But yes, hopefully, things are going to get much better on this channel, at the very least to listen to. Let's see. What's Household Prayer, Lavadar to Light, Saloon to Guide, Kevlar to Judge, and Passage Provide. Okay, maybe I can sell you for a coin. I would love to sell you for a coin. Case File. Things that probably don't matter. Master Silver, Forethought, and Without Malice. Kill William Linster, the Simons. Tyr. Isn't Tyr the god of justice? An ungodly ritual to honor the dead three, or one of the dead three. Okay. Case for the defense. I don't know nothing about the gods. All I know is Bill and Simeon were trying to cut me out of the deal, and they got what was coming, symbols and stuff, and how their guts were arranged. I don't know nothing. Guilty, sentenced to death. Interesting. Why is that here? This is Lorien. It's not a coincidence that that's here. What are you telling me, Lorien? What secrets are you hiding from me? No cause for alarm. An illustration of a burning city introduces this book's frenzied summary of Elturel's recent descent. People of Saltward Coast, there is no cause for alarm. I don't believe you. You have no doubt heard of the harrowing events that befell the city of Elturel. The entire city dispatched to the Hells. Perhaps you have also heard the deranged gossip and rumors that a similar catastrophic atrocity may befall the city of Baldur's Gate. Have no fear, the so-called holy city of Elturel has in fact long been a foul pit of devil worshippers. From the ruling class to the common folk, the citizens were all touched by the infernal, whether it was their blood or from birth, or they were seduced by its power. They were evil to the core. Elturel invited its own doom. Baldur's Gate is far from perfect, but anyone who believes the rot runs as deep as Elturel is either mad or an Elturgardian propagandist. The Fist will defend our city with their very lives if they must, and I promise you that no infernal conspiracies infect the minds and souls of our noble dukes and patriarchs. History of contempt. Have we already forgotten that before this latest madness, Elturel was infested with the undead? Should we forget the aggressive expansion of Elturgard? They have never been our friends. Vigilance will protect us. Do not be alarmed. Who wrote this? I would like to know. I won't say you're wrong, because I don't know anything about Elturgard. But you just sound like you're rambling. I'm pretty sure that if I wanted to, much worse fates could befall Baldur's Gate than what befell Elturgard. Hey! Portrait of the Red Prince. I like it. The Red Prince was one of the might have been 3 S-tier companions in that game. All the companions in Divinity 2 were good, but the Red Prince was definitely one of the S-tiers. Forward. No one wants to read about eels, eh? You stuck-up Candlekeep gits can keep your books on magic and demons and celestial bodies. People are practical folk, and they want to read practical things. Can't make a pie out of stars, can you? No, eels is important. Was any of this important? Right, let's get one thing straight. Giant lightning eels? Not technically eels. They look like them, sure, and everyone calls them eels, but the shape of the head, the bone structure, you can't tell me they are the same as a giant moray. Now, where can you catch eels? Bloody everywhere. From Netherwind to Elturel to Kalimport, you can find an eel. But where do they breed and how? Well, you probably heard stories that they're just snakes that learn to swim, or they're baby leviathans, or they're underdark species, but it's all bunkunk. They breed in the Sea of Moonshae, I'm sure, and then swim all over Faerun. And if those pricks in Candlekeep give me the money to sail there, I'd be able to prove it. But no, they're too busy studying demon puzzle boxes and mumbling about whatever Alando said years ago. Bet Al couldn't tie a good fishing knot for nothing. The page carries on like this for several pages before they finally... Oh dear. Sounds like modern politics. Alright. Anything else useful? Hopefully not. Hopefully no more books. Talking out loud while reading an entire book is very annoying for me. I should probably see if there are any sorts of exercises I can do for my throat to see if that helps at all. My throat doesn't usually dry up like it has today, but it is. Hopefully, that's just a sign that I'm talking more, and that this one is going better than some of my other videos. Because I'll be honest with you, I've watched my other videos. If they were not my videos, I would not watch them. I prefer quality content, unlike my little brother apparently, who watches my content. But I appreciate it, Cordell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry but I do have to burn you a little bit for liking my content, if I'm honest. What this says about me, I don't know. It says I'm honest. That's what it says about me. I'm aware that my channel has a long way to go. And... are you guys enjoying this riveting content of me searching through barrels? I've been looting for an hour! Oh... Have I seriously just been looting for an entire hour? That is ridiculous. I swear, the map in this game isn't as big as the time I spend this game would make you believe. The map is actually very small, but there's just so much in every single corner. And for some reason, I absolutely must have every single gosh dang rotten carrot I can get my paws on, because I can sell them for like 1 gold. And you know what? 1 gold is better than the gold I would be getting if I just passed by the carrot and did not pick it up. Look, I'm going... Oh good, I can't pick up wooden tubs. That's for the best.
There's a chest.
Thank you. I should go hand this over before I forget about it, because I will forget about it, and I will do so very quickly. You still up there? You didn't burn to death, did you? This isn't you, is it? Oh, that's right. I didn't loot in here, did I? Well, here we go again. Let me see. Anything useful? Probably not. I will take gold. Oh, good. Another book. A stained book. Gnat, knee grappler, half shark, stones cast by your enemies designed to keep you down, or stepping stones so you can rise above. Inside every gnome lives an inner Goliath. By setting aside doubt, negativity, and a modern subscription fee, you too can learn to grow inside and out. Details over leaf, don't delay, harness your hidden height, watch your enemies shrink. Someone is selling growth potions? Fascinating. I'm sure there would be a market for that. Even today, there's a market for that. In a world with actual other races with actual height differences, That would be extremely useful. Well, I say that there are very big height differences in real life too, but okay. So I once had an intrusive thought. Imagine, I don't know how to say this without being more crude than I would like, but imagine a halfling midget. I don't know if it's offensive to say that, but the idea makes me laugh. I'm so curious. I found the dowry. Here.
I know this doesn't change anything, but it helps. Thank you. I need some time alone with her. To say goodbye.
Well. Birds? Did anyone else hear a flock of birds leaving? Alright. I never noticed those before. Alright, we'll go this way.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Karlach knows speak with animals. I should use that.
Lend an ear.
Monsters everywhere. Kill.
Back down, or else. It will be very impressive if I somehow manage to fail this check. I almost wouldn't be mad. In fact, I wouldn't have been mad. That would have been so much bad luck out of my way for the future.
You give me a choice. You're not like them. I was ready to run you through. My mistake, friend.
This guy calmed down real quick. It's alright, what happened
An
here?
attack. Monsters. Little ones and taller ones. They took the shiny one. He killed many.
Did you kill the goblin in the stable?
It was screaming, waving around its metal. I made him stop screaming.
I like this cow. Do you know the dead ox outside?
He was the biggest. Now I'm the biggest.
I do like this cow.
All right, what now?
He is very bold. Very bold cow. Maybe a little cynical, but it's not like I knew who this ox was. Oh, ox, not cow. Did I ever... I did.
Doesn't look like much.
I don't know if I want to know what happens if I walk in there having not met Rugen yet.
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
Bugger!
Recite the password.
Oh, helm dwarves. I thought you were Flaming Fist. Well, down you go then. They'll be on us soon, so if you're looking to trade, you best be quick.
I am looking to
Entrance
trade.
is hidden behind the wardrobe. Here's the key.
Although, honestly, if I had walked in here without having met Rugen, that would have spiced this episode up a little bit. But the fact is, I have. And I'm basically doing my chores right now before I head to the Underdark. And I'm over encumbered yet. Sort by weight. Send the stuff to Karlach. I need one of these. My heaviest things keep getting lighter all the time. I'll split this a couple of ways. Send that to Shadowheart. Whoops. Well, now I get an even split. It's all for the best. Definitely a waste, though. And a game where I will literally pick up a spoon because I can sell it for a coin. I accidentally drank a potion. Why do I suddenly feel like I've undone a lot of work? Alright. Grab this. Don't blow me up, sir. I'm just looting. Don't do that! I thought that was a looting barrel. That is an exploding barrel. I would rather not blow up everything in here around all those other exploding barrels. I would be very dead. On the bright side, maybe somebody would avenge me when this whole place goes up in flames and the Flaming Fist wonder what happened. Take that. And that. And you. And that. And that. And this. And this. And that. I am over encumbered again. Of course. It is fine. At least now my... Where are you going? Why couldn't you have done that from here? Why'd you have to... I don't understand. Whoops. My companions will often do this thing.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Where I'm just... You seemed intrigued when Helsing mentioned the Dark Justiciars.
I was. He mentioned Dark Justiciars, and we've come across other signs of a Sharan presence during our travels. I'm not sure I can dismiss that as a coincidence.
Probably wisely so. Did I ever have Shadowheart equip the helmet I sent her? I did not. Did I ever send... There it is. When healing another, the wearer regains 1 to 6 hit points. That seems amazing on a cleric. Though I will hide that because it's ugly as heck.
Looking ahead.
Shadowheart, please don't step in front of the things I'm looting. Stand behind me, Shadowheart. That way I can loot in peace. You know, I seem to recall there's a little thing... Nope.
With haste.
There's a little line of text my character says at the beginning, near the beginning of the game, that he's just cursed to put his hands on everything. And it's true. He is cursed to put his hands on everything. I am cursed to put my hands on everything. Even when I'm trying to play the game for the entertainment of others, in this case testing my live streaming thing to see how it works. And everything seems to be working unless people are trying to talk in chat. But as far as I'm aware, nobody has been in here all day. And that is fine. I am practicing. Probably best that people don't find me now while I am bad at this game, so they don't dismiss me later if I ever get good at streaming. Goodness, why do I have so many shovels? Why have I picked up so many shovels? This isn't good. My heaviest items... My heaviest thing costs about £1 right now. My inventory is so full. I'll have to send a third line. Am I sending stuff to Asterion or Karlak? It should be to Karlak. Alright, there we go. You know, I've always thought it would be super difficult to raid these guys. It would also be super fun. I have to do an evil run sometime. I will probably... Well, I don't know if I should go making promises this early on, but I do hope right now that after I'm done with the run with Drax, after I finish the game, I'm hoping to get the entire thing up on YouTube, all 3 acts, the entire playthrough, for better or for worse. I plan to get it up there. And I'm hoping that when I do, or I'm hoping that after that's done, I can go back and I can do a Dark Urge playthrough. Because that's going to be way more interesting, because that character is... You're either giving in to Murderous Rage, or you are fighting against Murderous Rage at all times. And I am down to do a run where I give in to Murderous Rage, all on YouTube. Having said that, there are already other people who have done so. But also, I'll have had more practice by then, because who knows how freaking long it's going to be before I'm done with this game. I have no idea how long I'm going to be streaming Baldur's Gate 3. Oh. Music. Has the music down here always been like this? Whoops.
Still breathing, despite everything.
What have I been running my mouth for? The game in about 5 minutes gave you more entertainment value than I probably have this whole stream. That is sad, but also interesting. Cannot reach. Darn. Book. 9 fingers. Here follows a report to the inner row. Upstart smuggler Enver Gortash has been marked on the illicit arms trade in the Batward Valley. Though inroads badly understates the cause, there is... Ugh, I can't keep track. I have a hard time reading stuff out loud. And they're using a lot of code phrases in that book, which is not making it any easier. I swear I think I'm better at reading things in my head. It feels that way when I'm not tripping over my own tongue. I don't know why, but I will straight up say the wrong word when in my head I'm thinking the right word, even though I'm reading the thing. I don't know how that happens. I don't know why that happens. I don't know where the disconnect is. But you know what? It absolutely happens, where I will just straight up say the wrong word. Well, it gets really bad if I have, sometimes I have friends whose names somehow end up in the same category in my brain, and for whatever reason, I will call them by the wrong name. Usually, I can shove it off or pretend I didn't make a huge mistake there with my words, but I know the truth. The truth is, I'm not so good at the speaky thingy. Alright. Shadowheart is over encumbered. That's not good.
I wonder what the next move is.
On the bright side, I'm getting really close to a merchant, so I'll be able to get rid of this stuff soon.
Never a dull moment.
Say ah. That's very dark.
Look at that.
I tried to look, but all I saw was darkness.
catch a break.
Here we go. Ah, that button, the top corner, is so tempting. I wonder, are there any other illicit powers I feel like having on Astarion? You know what, Astarion? You can have this one as well, buddy. That's not good. None of this is good. Healthy brain? Illicit brain. Well, good luck, buddy. This is literally what you want. Therefore, my conscience is clear. In spite what Cordell says. Alright. You think they mind me looting all their stuff? I think I'm in... Yep, they are trying to talk to me. I know your Kona vision doesn't stretch all the way over here. Do not lie to me, game. You see, this one at least, I can understand why the loading takes so long, because they're all the way over here. And there's a bunch of stuff they have to load in between.
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean.
Hold on. That's the lad who saved us from the gnolls.
You revealed our location. That tongue gets any looser, Rugen, I'll cut it out. Come down then. Seems you're a friend of the family.
Yay, I think. Yep, there are many traps down here. I am curious what it would be like to raid this place.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Because I've yet to try, which is a...
You steal anything, you're dead.
I see. I have to be careful. Sometimes when I walk over here, BS happens to my pathing. I don't know why, but the other day my character became sure that pathing through these boxes was the good idea. And when I say through the boxes, I don't mean they were climbing over the boxes. I mean they were getting stuck inside the boxes and insisting on going back to the boxes when I got them out. I don't know what happened there, but...
I owe you one for saving my people. The Zentarim look out for their own. Even if it's Rugen. That's worth some coin.
Thank you.
And my thanks.
I wonder how
Our
much
trader
coin.
can show you some of our more exotic items now. But don't delay. This place is likely to be rubble soon.
Rubble? What do you plan to do?
Someone kidnapped a duke. Right on our bloody doorstep. The Flaming Fist will need someone to blame. I don't plan on it being us.
Fair. Show inventory? What? Okay. What was the reward? Ah. Send that first to the rogue.
Careful, I'm behind.
He is not proficient. Send that next to the barbarian.
Let's march.
She is proficient. Does 2 more damage max than my current bow. I don't see any downside.
I've got a long road ahead.
That drink I promised will have to wait. We're moving out. The elf song's my local. Look me up if you're in the city.
Sounds good to me.
Good to see you. Killed any more beasts out there?
Not since I saved your butt, I don't think.
Can't slow down.
It's been rather calm, mostly just me reaping the rewards for very little effort. Well, the rewards haven't been all that great so far, but...
I hope the fist traced the store.
Well,
I have been
cut a
reaping them.
fine figure. Want your portrait done? If you have the gold, my pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness.
Thank you, but I just want to trade.
Of course. Got some interesting stock for a friend of the family.
Alright. New trader. I'm hoping to meet up with these guys again in Baldur's Gate. And so, I will donate 1,000 to them. To improve relations. He loves me. Excellent. Now, what have you got? Anything for a sorcerer? I don't see anything that a sorcerer needs, or forget needs. I don't see anything that wouldn't be detrimental to a sorcerer trying to do what they want to do. Well, I guess having a bow on me wouldn't be detrimental, but no, it would increase my carry weight, which is, in a way, detrimental, because then I cannot carry as much stuff. Alright. Sell the bowls. Keep the alchemy ingredients and the food supplies. Nope, bagel is food supplies. I really shouldn't sell the candles, because you can dip your weapons in candle to add fire damage at the start of a fight. So these things are actually really good. But I just don't take the patience to do so. Maybe I'll remedy that. Or maybe I won't. We'll see how things go. In fact, we should check that pretty soon. I go and check on some other thing. Do I need water? I always regret it when I start selling my water. Some situation always pops up where I'm like, I could have used water! Where is my water? It happens every time I sell the water. I haven't been selling the water recently, and that's why the situation haven't really been popping up. I guess in the inn earlier this game does count, but like, at least I knew that was a situation I was going to end up in. Occasionally I just end up in weird situations somehow where I just forget that I was going to want water. Or I suddenly realize, hey, I'm on fire! I should throw water at this problem! Alright. This is a pain in the butt. Why can't it default to the other side? Don't sell the ball. I need that to play fetch with the dog. As far as I am concerned, the ball is the dog's. I will consider it a personal betrayal if I accidentally sell it. To both myself and the dog. Sell off the crimes of my past. I don't need that many. Ooh, music? I like music. Music in this game is really good. I just don't take enough time to stop and listen to it. It really deserves a lot more respect than I've given it, even on my personal playthroughs. Alright. Not proficient. Not proficient. This is better than what I have, except I'm not proficient. I thought the cleric would be proficient with the Morning Star, but I'm wrong. Don't compare it to me, you fool. Sometimes they'll keep good items at the bottom of the inventory for some reason. Alright. I don't know why I thought this guy would have armor for me. What's this? Get lightning charges. Okay, that could be interesting on someone else. Ah, yeah, there is something here. So this, it's the same armor class, but it gives me a +1 to dexterity checks and throws, as opposed to the other one that gives me disadvantage on... Whoops. Don't need that, I don't think, right? Nah. I can sell half of these, and half of these. But yes, that gives me a buff as a secondary effect, as opposed to what I have right now, which is a debuff as a secondary effect. So, it is a worthy upgrade. Hey, Small, give me back that. I always hold this thing onto this thing and never use it. I should, but I don't. Beer. Anything else for sale? Not really. Alright. Karlach, what have you got for him? I don't need those. Don't need that. I have no bard. I don't know why. I can think of one fight where I would want to have this on me. And that's good enough for me, I guess. Bludgeoning damage just has some... What's the word I'm looking for? There seem to be an unusual number of situations where bludgeoning damage is good. That's the best way I can put it. It seems like a slightly abnormal, or a number of times, where it is useful to have bludgeoning damage on you. That is why I do not want to sell the hammer. Alright, now is there anything for Karlach? How's that compare? It is exactly... No, not exactly the same. What are those effects? Reeling has a -1 to attack roll for every turn remaining. Okay, so... Does that debuff... So, let's say I can set them to Reeling for 2. On their turn, does it immediately reduce to 1? Or does it stay at 2 until the end of their turn? Because that will change how useful I believe this is considerably. As opposed to Bane, which just has a penalty of 1d4 to attack rolls and saving throws. Alright. But this one comes with a check, as opposed to this one which just happens. I do think this one's probably for the better. Armor, no. Barbarian cannot wear armor or I will lose... I will actually lose a bunch of my armor class. So I don't think there's anything he has that's good for Karlach either. And Astarion. What's this? How does it compare? It's worse. Sell. This. Sell. I don't need 16 fire arrows. As much as I like having 16 fire arrows, I don't need them. I need very few of these special arrows because I don't ever use them. Alright. Anything useful? This, not proficient. This, nah. What about this? I mean, having proficiency in longbows and shortbows and dealing extra damage is so cool, but advantage sleight of hand would be... You know what, I'm just going to keep this one on me. And if I need to pickpocket someone or something, I'll put it on. What about the knife? How's the knife compare? It is pretty much the same. Yeah, my knife is better. Good, excellent.
Pleasure.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Hello over there.
Belt knife, check. Boot. You. Zaris may have welcomed you, but I can see you're not one of her thugs. You need to buy me.
Why are you selling yourself? I don't need a servant. I don't need a servant.
Then it is well I am asking you to serve only yourself. For the return of her prize artist, my patron will measure her gratitude in gold. Tenfold whatever ransom these clots try to squeeze from you. I guarantee it.
Uh-huh. I don't believe you. Who is your patron?
As far as you're concerned, she may as well be the coin maiden herself. But there will be time for questions later. Please, speak to Brem. I need to see the sun again.
I am clearly a sucker.
Something I can help you with?
That's just the long and short of it. I'm a fool.
I doubt you've got that kind of dosh line about.
You're insane if you think I'm paying that much. Seriously? I have inspiration. I can't believe I'm throwing away my inspiration here, of all places.
Alright, so maybe I was fishing. No fooling you.
Hey.
He's all yours. Don't forget to
Arlak
feed him.
approves,
He bought
Astarion
something
disapproves.
I can't say I've ever been bought before. How much did I fetch?
You want to know?
No, don't tell me. There's nothing so depressing as learning one's true value. Well, you should at least know what you've paid for. I am the Oscar Fevras, at your service.
Excellent. When will I get my reward?
Fear not, friend. My patron will make good on all my debts. My betrothed, I should say. Assuming Lady Janeth still wishes to marry me after our little, falling out.
You recall a recent scandal. A patriarch of Baldur's Gate who wished to marry a commoner.
Your Lady Janetha's runaway crew?
I did not run away. A date was never set. There were complications. Before my fame, my patron, there was another woman. One I planned to spend my life with. But when Lady Janeth offered me a future, well, it felt only right to mention my past. Right, but unwise. I was forced to retreat into the countryside, to paint and to clear my head, to choose, I suppose.
All I care about is getting paid.
I wish I could harden my heart, sir. Still, you're right. We have the matter of my return to consider. Say, I don't suppose you could spare some coin, could you? Ease the discomforts of the road some.
I can spare a little.
A hero to the hilt.
Arlak approves, Astarion disapproves, Shadowheart disapproves.
Beneath my brush, you'll live forever. Until Baldur's Gate, then.
I doubt you're going to live that long, if I'm honest. I just wasted 800 gold and an inspiration on you. Get out of here before sense kicks in. Leave.
You seem a nice soul. I'm glad we didn't have to kill you.
Many of you would have died in the attempt, my friend. This entire place would have blown sky high. I do not know if I would have been the one to take the fallout.
Are we unpacking?
But somehow I suspect it wouldn't have gone well. Let's see. I never feel like I explore this place thoroughly as
What's that?
good.
On my way.
Don't mind if I do. Alright. I don't know why I just went quiet for a second there. As if that would have any effect on the...
Better be cautious.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
You're creepy. Why do you have like a blood tattoo? Hey! Shadowheart passed the scared of wolves throw. That's the first time I've seen her do that. Oh, she did it twice! Good job, Shadowheart.
Had a peach of a shot on you as you came in.
Wouldn't have gone well for you, my friend.
Don't burn yourself.
Probably wouldn't have gone well for me either, but many of you would be dead.
Karlach incoming.
Around and around again. Master gets confused, I think.
The dark smells wrong. Not night dark. Waiting dark.
Curious what they're so paranoid by. Also, I think I know where these guys keep their treasures. And I am tempted. I am very tempted to rob them. However, for now, I want to see what the benefits of being their ally are, because I've never gotten very far into Act 2, let alone further than that. I have 250 hours in this game, but I just keep starting new games.
No stone scent. No stone sound. Strange stone here.
I don't know what has the wolves so spooked. It might be people setting up the explosives, but that doesn't seem to be what they're talking about.
Interesting times. Don't waste a step.
Wouldn't linger down here if I were you. See all that smoke powder?
Yeah.
The Flaming Fist won't find nothing here but rubble.
Please don't distract them. They are on an important mission. But yeah, you're right. If I know politicians, let alone mercenary politicians, they're definitely going to look for someone to blame for what happened. And if I know people, they're too dumb to realize what big a threat a group of goblins and drow really are if they told the truth. And if I know Larian, they share some of my opinions on these matters. So, let's get out of here. And then I need to pick up Lae'zel for the next part of the game. So I will have to go to camp and do a long rest. A long rest that I will not be spending supplies on, but a long rest nonetheless. I have so much food now. Do you guys remember there was a time in this game where I was like struggling between rests to get enough food? Now I've got more food than I will ever know what to do with. I might have enough food for the rest of the game. I don't know. This is the way out, right? Yes. I wish the Dragonborn Fire Breath would scale up with your character level. That would make me very happy. I wish it was like an actual dragon's breath, not like a shadow of a dragon's breath. I understand that would be overpowered, especially as a racial feature, but that doesn't stop me from wanting it. Actually, now that I mention it, I saw a mod for it, and I thought, well, that's kind of silly. But now that I'm talking about it out loud, you guys are actively watching me change my mind about a mod. What are you doing back there? Catch up already! Alright. Long rest. I need to go and pick up Shadowheart, who I will then have to equip, and I just walked away from the merchant. Hopefully she already has good equipment on her. I can't remember. Why are there naked people? Is it accessibility? I don't think. Both of these are turned off. Good. Apparently I just loaded into the game, and Karlach's clothes load after her model. Fascinating.
What are you thinking about?
Not a lot. What's it like not to touch anyone for so long?
Sad.
I couldn't let myself feel sad in the hells. Letting my guard down would have been a death sentence. And letting, say, a Cambion near me would have been disastrous. I thought it best to just, keep my distance. But loneliness that deep gets into the marrow. Now that I'm here, among friends, I can feel it burning out of me. Little by little, step by step.
I feel like this could go the wrong way, but Carla could love to touch you
Where would you
properly.
start?
She approves. I'd start by kissing her, for as long as she'd let me.
All night, and then some. Gods, we better find a way to cool me off soon. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Not really. Hey, Asterion. Wait.
Hello, my dear.
What do you make of... Have I not talked to you about this?
I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way, so why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador.
I'm not sure any of these things are good, but yeah, I understand the
I'm
appeal.
glad to hear it. Whatever's coming, we need to keep our options open.
Right, Asterion. My friend. Have you read... We have not read through the book yet. Well, there we go.
You feel its connection, its longing to be opened, to share its secrets. You open the book where you left off, and the voices return, chiding you for your indecision.
Well, I do have an available inspiration to use. Hey! That works.
The glyphs scream, branding your mind with strange runes. You see time rewritten, fate undone, your future thrumming with power.
Tempting.
The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you you should never have known.
All knowledge is... Yes, I get an inspiration back! And from that, forbidden knowledge. From partially deciphering the Necromancy of Thay, you gain a +1 to wisdom saving throws and ability checks. A permanent buff! I really should have kept that on my main character, but you know what? He wanted the book, so I let him have it. I let him have the creepy book that definitely has no long-term consequences later in the game. I'm so generous. Hello, buddy. He looks happy.
Camp life seems to suit the young owlbear. His coat of feathers seems fuller. His eyes look bright and inquisitive.
Pet the cup. Where's the dog? There's the dog.
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically.
That's a very good animation on the tail.
Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
You remember back in the day where you thought that petting something meant putting your hand on its head and just... I used to think that when you pet a dog, you would put your hand on your head and just kind of caress it down their back, and I thought that's how you pet. But petting is more of just a massage. Hi, Volo. Keep your ice pick away from me. Alright. I need Lae'zel on the team, which means, sadly, Karlak, we have to go our separate ways for now.
Hey, you.
Before I do...
There is work to do.
Happily and easily convinced. Good relationship.
Keep a blade close.
Good relationship.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Hey, you.
Alright, Karlak, you'll need to stay behind in camp for now.
Really? Really?
You heard me.
Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
That really is really cute. But sadly, I feel... Here's the thing. I feel bad about taking people out of my party to begin with. So people trying to change my mind doesn't work because I've already had to have this conversation with myself.
Speak.
I'd like you to join me.
It is done. Assume nothing.
How's your equipment? It's actually not atrocious. It's actually decent, I'd say. What? Githyanki get Misty Step as a... I didn't realize... Wait, cantrip? You can't mean that. No, I can use it once per long rest. It says cantrip. I can't use that as a cantrip. There's no way. There's no way you mean it's an actual cantrip, right? Yeah, I can use it once per long rest. That's fine. That's decently reasonable. That's much more balanced than what I was thinking about. Alright, what was... How much farther can I go? I need to open this chest so that I can store my food so that it is no longer weighing me down. What in the heck is this? Why have I done that? I'll sort that sometime off stream. Alright, first things first. I don't need that. Take one of these so that it puts my food in there. Oh, thank goodness. Yes, I have learned some things since I've last played on this account. There we go. All the food goes in there, and out of my pocket. Also, if you ever just need to clear out one of these packs, always start from the bottom, that way it scrolls automatically for you. Because it won't do it the other way around. Which kinda sucks, but, you know. At least there's a method. Is there a take all option? There isn't. I would like a take all option. Alright, all the food get out of my backpack and go into this backpack. Alright, second, open up. Put this empty alchemy pouch in my bag. There we go. And then put these away like that. There we go. I wish there was a similar bag for scrolls and potions. I really do. Instead, I have to just manually send the arrows to Asterion. Is there anything I want to store for later? Not really. Why do I have 3 keychains, and why... Keys weigh thing. That's... Keys have weight. That's lovely, isn't it? I only need 1 keychain. Why do I have so many? I don't know. Let's fix that. And that's for camp supply. What's in the pouch? Ah, this is my special things pouch. Mask of the Shapeshifter goes in the special things pouch. I should really put my alchemy bag in. Nah, I shouldn't. Then I can't see how much is in them. Alright, how's my carry weight look? More reasonable.
My faith will guide
Shadowheart, I'm pretty sure I was sending food to pretty much everybody. If I'd have thought about it, I would have had Karlach empty. Sometimes the game just gets stubborn about me just dropping stuff into the pack, so I have to open up and do it like this. I'm not sure why the game does that. I would prefer if it didn't. But it's fine. I think that's all the food. I don't need 2 camp supply bags. Shadowheart, so 1 can go for there. Alright, Asterion.
Certainly.
Did you pick up any food? A little bit, yeah. Go. There we go. Alright. And we are free to move on once more.
Despite everything, swift as my feet can carry me.
I have Lae'zel in my party. Everything is set up for the next portion of the game. No, wait. I don't need any spell slots, right?
Whatever it takes.
What now?
I don't.
Is that blood?
No healing or spell slots need done, so I will spend no supplies. I do love the sounds of the campfire. Hurry towards the sound! I admit, first time I heard those sounds, I thought for sure the owlbear was eating Scratch. Observe the pair for any signs of injury.
Nothing. Both animals look fine.
Call to them. Hey guys. Observe.
Scratch's tail wags furiously. These two have become firm friends.
Can I pet the owlbear too? He can! I normally just let them sleep, but I wanted to see this for the first time on stream.
Nothing. Both animals look fine, watching you expectantly.
They are so cute. I will be very sad if the owlbear ever eats Scratch. But you know, it's still an owlbear, so if I don't have enough food for it, I have no doubt that he will eat Scratch. Maybe the owlbear takes food out of my inventory box. I hope that's the case. It is official that owlbears can be tamed. You just need a lot of food, and you have to be smart about it. I hope the owlbear grows to be big and into something I can summon. I think I got an achievement, but the thing never... Much like this loading screen, like this screen right here, the achievement I may have got never showed me any words. It was just, there was a little pop-up in the corner. Oh, that's right. I have a straight-on screen sharer on right now, so you guys see everything. Normally I only share the game, but because I'm doing a stream, and I thought, hey, maybe I'll have stuff that I want to show people in the stream. I said to myself, well, I'll actually just post my whole screen, as opposed to what I usually do, where I specifically check the game. Oh, hey. I didn't know that was here. In all my other games, I have to teleport back here, and then just walk all this way. Well, that's convenient. I know most of the stuff that goes on around here.
No. Why would I bury a weapon? Is it broken?
It's a metaphor.
I do not know your metaphor, but if you need help digging, I will find a shovel.
I think that counts as getting along for those two.
A dragon rider. My kin are near.
Damn thing could blot out the sun.
And that's why we need Lae'zel right now.
It'd be too much to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Gresham.
I might have been concerned. I have a slight idea who they are.
Look, down there. That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good.
Run. Go away.
I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same.
That's a good
Unless
idea.
You're looking for a fight, that is.
I am! You have good survival instincts, maybe you should join me instead?
What? Just follow you around? I go my own way. Alone.
I suspect you will be dead next time I see you. Who are you?
Nobody. Just another harassing fool trying to stay alive. There's plenty of us around.
I suspect I will find your corpse later.
Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
I am saving. Lae'zel, did I get you Polearm Master or Sentinel first? Sentinel, I think that one's ideal.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
Trying to intimidate
No, look up.
Githyanki isn't
That was
smart.
your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
We need that bridge. Thanks.
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
The music is great. If my game wasn't lagging ever so slightly, it would have been epic.
I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A crash must be near. Come, my kin await.
Yeah. Let's go.
Kithrak, we must speak.
That dragon is level 10.
Ryder, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding. For I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child.
Go ahead.
Lae'zel.
She approves.
Lae'zel. Proud. Regal, even. You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say. A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon that Voss seeks is the same one the Absolute's followers are hunting. It's the artifact that she carries. Her mind focuses.
The one that shields our minds.
The Gith's suspicions cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is right within their grasp.
Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
Play along.
You honor me with this duty, Kithrak. I shall alert my caretaker with haste.
The Kithrak nods, content with Lae'zel's answer.
You serve your queen well, child. Take your slaves and hunt those who escaped the Geich ship. They must carry the weapon. I fly now to Vlaakith, our undying queen. She will see your faith rewarded in this plane and ours.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
To Danos! To the sky!
Damn it all! You did well to intervene, vexed as I am to admit it. The Gestil Kithrak would have flayed our skin and left our carcasses to burn in the sun. All for the sake of the artifact that we carry. The crash is near, this much we know.
I love Drax's calm down face he did there.
No one, not even the ignoble Gestil Kithrak, will keep me from my purification.
And I get inspiration, and yada yada. So guys, a quick story. So, in that exchange, Lae'zel has to pass a deception check against that guy, otherwise he gets very upset with you. And pretty much every time I've done this, I've passed that deception check the first time I tried it. There was one time where I decided to go back because I wanted to see where other options led, and I forgot to save the game after I'd passed the check. I could not pass it again. I don't know what happened, but every time I came over, I just could not pass. I must have saved and reloaded the game like 8 times with guidance on Lae'zel. It was ridiculous. You are about to progress your adventure. Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing, which is why we're not going that way right now. That is the sign of turn back and go another way until you get all the treasure. But yes. What's this signpost say?
Detour.
Looks like that dragon destroyed the road.
This is why. There's a thing that happens later, and I wondered why the hell this happened. But I get it now. The bridge to Baldur's Gate was broken. Oh, hey, look. Goodies.
Still warm from the red dragon's fire.
Yeah?
The dragon is clearly not to be trifled with.
You're right. It's level 10. It has 500 HP, and it was surrounded by other guys. Like, I was ready for a fight with the... I was ready for a fight with not the dragon and the rider. I could take the other 4, I think. They're level 5, and I can cast 2 fireballs in 1 turn. But that's not what ended up happening.
Something over there.
Because it is a game, the Kithrak does not know that you have the weapon on you, so he lets his other guys try to deal with you while he takes off with the dragon.
That's curious.
And because he takes off with the dragon, you end up in a 4-on-4 when you have level 5 guys, ideally, and they have level 5 guys. Oh, except back when I tried to play this game before, I actually didn't have level 5 guys. I had level 4 guys because that was the max level back in the day. So yeah, it's a tough fight to beat, which is why I tried to avoid it. But I think there might be some kind of programming in that game in order to punish save scummers. Or maybe the check just used to be really hard and I got it right by coincidence and they've made it easier since then.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I guess I will never know, because I shall not look it up. But there's definitely something suspicious going on with that check. Because I cannot believe I have not failed it ever since the full release.
Something over there. Scratches that size. Something powerful made these. Perhaps it's some artist trying to make a statement.
How do you fail your intelligence check that hard, buddy? Ooh, scroll of animate dead. That'd be great if I was a wizard and could learn the spell. Alright. Is that everything? Everything except the hag. I can deal with her later if I want to. Alright, to the Underdark. Have I really been recording for 2 hours? Or, not recording, I've been streaming for 2 hours. This game, I don't know where the time goes. I have been playing for this game for 2 hours. Have I had combat yet? Has there been any fighting? Well, Cornell?
Fight, Shadowheart. Your skills are improving.
My skills were just fine to begin with. You can save the compliments.
I don't pay compliments.
I quickly want to save that there.
Can't give up now.
The game keeps changing that on me with characters. But yeah. It's impressive how Lae'zel is the one trying to make up with Shadowheart.
Have to keep going.
In the dialogues here and there. Ooh. Good music, but everything here is dead. Real quick, I learned there's a thing you can do. So, corpses don't like to talk to the person who killed them. But you can disguise yourself as not the person who killed them. What? Oh. So if I do that, and then find somebody who actually wants to talk, well,
corpse has nothing to say.
Yeah, so these won't normally talk with their killer, but if they don't recognize you...
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Alright. Who were you in life?
Bruiser Chief. Beat drum / sword. Flame smoke.
Useful. Any valuables hidden nearby?
Bushes outside. Kids were playing.
Tell me about the Absolute.
Speaks through true souls. Scour the land. Find weapon.
Where are you from? He's from here, died here. What is your purpose? He's a torturer. Tell me about your life. Not much to say. Who killed you?
Warrior. Had Absolute's touch.
What was your purpose?
Blood. Absolute's blessing.
The corpse does not stir. It will answer no more questions.
I should check on the true souls, see what their corpses have to say. I realize I should be heading straight to the Underdark, but it bothers me now. So, I need to know.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Why does the Absolute want fugitives?
Eternal glory, ours.
Continue.
Absolute binds obedience.
I feel like there are more questions I could have asked that guy in particular, but it's fine.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Where are you from?
Underdark. Menzo Baronzon.
The entrance to the Underdark nearby?
East. Village. Well.
The entrance to the Underdark is down that well? Well, I guess if you go to the spider chamber, cast Featherfall, and then jump down, but how did you get out that way? What were you doing here?
Raiding. Hunting. The Absolute's will.
Who is the Absolute?
God. Everything. The future.
That tells me nothing. Where were the prisoners taken? Moonrise? Do you have anything of value? Probably not. What happened to you? I killed you. Who are you? Do you have anything of value?
By my side.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
By your side. I guess she was talking about her equipment, which I stole. Fortunately for her, but... Oh, there are books in here. Lovely. No, we're going to a new area. I'm not stalling this out anymore. I'm Going to stall a little bit further for Priestess Gut, who's I'm pretty sure her corpse is still in here. But other than that, we are going to the Underdark. We're getting there. I'm going to make it. Is YouTube still going properly and everything? Whoops. Don't do that. I wish this menu in the corner wasn't here so I could see things. Ah, that... I hope that lag's not in real time. Oh dear. Well, I'll see how it looks later. In just a bit. OBS seems fine.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Alright. What was your purpose here? Where do you keep your valuables? Where are you from?
My mother's swollen gut.
Why did they name you after that? How is that unique for goblins? What was your purpose here?
Absolute priestess.
Who is the Absolute?
Everything. Everyone.
What happened to you?
Infidel.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Alright. I don't think there's anything disequipped. Did I turn naked for a second there? This game is trying me. Troll. We will ambush Troll. What? Alright, let's go. Let's go a little Stop! Good enough. You know what? If I come over here, hopefully she doesn't see the others. Sure. Excellent.
Staying out of sight. Hiding steps.
Sneak around here. It's not your turn, you can't move. Enter turn-based mode. We're not pickpocketing, we're hitting her, Gabe. And because I get an extra attack, I can do again. It's not this character's turn. That'll be interesting. I wonder if I'm gonna get 3 attacks on her turn.
There is work to do.
Alright. I'm not proficient in my weapon. Shoot. Man, that thing must have rolled high on initiative.
Think about why my eye is itching. Light on my feet.
Did he say I don't want to think about why my eye's itching? Oh, Priestess Gut, you are in trouble. No, Guardian of Priestess Gut. You are in trouble. Not doing so well, huh? Look, guys, combat! I did it! Is that entertaining? Ambushing people in this game is so powerful. Who knew getting 2 free turns was ridiculous? Oh, right.
I wonder who or what those chains are for.
Good question. What are the chains for? Not for the bodyguard, right? Interesting. Also, I'm noticing YouTube's giving me a warning, basically saying that my stream bit rate is way lower than it should be, which I'm hoping isn't a problem. I don't know what I can do about it. It's my first time streaming. Maybe there'll be ways I can find to fix that. I do not know. Maybe I can upgrade my PC. I've been considering it for a long time, but I've got savings goals I'm trying to meet right now. And also my car needs work. So that's probably going to get priority. Alright. Anything good on you? Camp supplies. My favorite. Well, they used to be. Nowadays, they're kind of just more stuff. I'll take that. Now, who most needs this?
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it. No time to rest.
Just makes sense to give it to the character who you want to be the most agile. This either has to go on Asterion or Shadowheart. I mean... No, Asterion or Lae'zel, sorry. Putting it on myself would be cool, but this is more effective. Although he can kind of just run anywhere he wants anyway. Yeah, Lae'zel.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
No one's stopped me yet.
This way she can reposition as necessary. Recipe for Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. This book is mild weed and covered with what seems to be the imprints of animal gut. One recipe is particularly still legible. There is joy in helping others that I never knew. While I myself have never laid any talent for manipulating the weed directly, I cannot get the look of wonder on Nico's face out of my head. That look he had when he viewed this potion. It fills my body with a soothing electricity I have thought of. Recipe for Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. I need those things. Method, the dose is small. What does the potion actually do? I don't know what the potion actually does. I want to make that because Potion of Arcane Cultivation just sounds like a good thing. It would be nice if it was a permanent buff, which it might be considering that. Thus, interlocking circles will bring the moons to match the stars, casting darkness to the bottom. The chasm of the Underdark will stay sealed. I confess the design is not foolproof, yada yada. Selûne guides us through the night. She is the moon, the stars her tears. Her sister tries to douse her light, but she protects us from our fears. Shar will take your sorrow from you, but beware, her night is dark. She'll hide your pain and secrets too, and all your joy and all your spark. Sylvanas, god of all that's wild, of nature's danger and its charm, his glory's not to be defiled, or you will come yourself to harm. Makes sense.
Still me, even after everything.
Did anyone else hear a clock ticking for a second there? I'm enjoying the noises of the game right now. They seem to be done with the little dun 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 thing I was enjoying.
That might be worth a look.
I can fit through there, right?
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Wrong. Now we come down this way. Treasure. 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 Treasure.
Celestial pictographs, moon and stars. This is the seal that journal described.
I bet we can work out how to open it.
As the book said, send the shadows to the bottom. The long way up around, apparently, but we will be sending these shadows to the bottom.
Oh, this goes very far down. We'll have to go in to see the bottom.
Did the door close on me? I've not seen it do that before. Alright. Do I have a scroll of feather falling on me by any chance? I always try to keep one on me, but it always disappears when I need it.
What's next, I wonder?
I have one.
What to do?
Jump. Please, I want to jump. Invalid target. Path is blocked. Invalid target. Aww. That's sad. I know it's possible to do feather falling and jump down there.
Wounds, too much to bear.
Quiet, you.
Off we go then.
The game spoiled it for me. I know there's a different place where you can just do the feather falling thing and jump down. I don't know why they don't let you do the same thing here just because there is a ladder, but it's fine. I'll go down the long, boring route.
Do we have to spend so long poking about down here? I'd much rather be outside, with the sun on my skin.
You've only just come to tolerate sun and you're already nostalgic. If you're going to complain the whole way, by all means, return topside. You could use the color.
Find the night song. Yes, where is that? I've never found the night song down here. Journal, do you have any more hints for me? Trail goes cold in the Underdark. Where is the night song? Yeah, I don't know. I've never been able to find the map.
These boots have seen everything.
Maybe I'll look it up sometime. Fine, we'll do the other rest so I can get back to full health.
I'll feel that one later.
It's fine. Give me my low rolls now and it doesn't matter. I don't like how it gives me the audio cue before I get to see what the result is.
Traitor Kithrak takes great interest in this relic of yours, Shadowheart. Or should I say, weapon? What are you hiding?
Nothing. I assume your kin are just as misguided as you.
Hopefully that consumes some bad luck for a while without taking up too much of my good luck on that last roll.
Well, hello. Hardly a challenge.
Stop giving me the audio cue before I see the result. That sucks. Is there a way to turn that off? Just ruined the suspense for me. Alright. Any clues about the night song that I may have missed? Any corpses with loose lips to find? Most of the small logbooks is left empty. The last entry reads, Log 182, I was wrong, should have paid more attention to the drow sighting, should have known they were only a prelude, stupid to think we had outsmarted them. This will be my last entry, Marith will keep records from now on. Faded log. Log 124. Signs of life near the outpost. Intelligent, clearly trying to hide. Log 125. Still can't find the mysterious shapes. They know how to hide their cover, possibly drow. Few entries are too faded to read. Log 129. Led them south. Rumors of a specter there. Let the Underdark solve its own problems. Log 130. No sighting. Log 131. No sighting. Log 132. Myth saw statues down south shaped like drow. Specters shouldn't do that. Either way, there's one less problem to worry about. Okay. I don't know why there's a blacksmith bells here. What are you here for? I don't know. The aesthetic? By the way, it is possible, I've done it before,
Credit where it's due.
where you can kill that guy with the last hit and then you get a bunch of XP for it, like 75 free XP if you could get the last hit on him in there somehow. This place is dark, but the Lady Light shines yet. Just as the drow had almost broken through, Julius rallied with one last initiative and charged south. For a moment, the cavern shone with Saloon's own brilliance. I'd have gone with them too, wound or no, but Julius bade me stay and guard the gate until his return. I have to keep the records too. I'll save the space to write of his victories. It's been days, hours, maybe, since we collapsed the tunnel. They were supposed to return after battle. I cannot dig it out of my own. My eyes won't get used to the darkness, but I can hear them stripping the dead. I'm sorry, I haven't learned the death rites yet, but I will hold the gate, I promise. The final entry is barely visible. Barely legible, sorry. So, did they take the Night Song south then? That's the hint the universe is providing for me? Send to Lae'zel. Send to Lae'zel. Send this to Lae'zel. Lae'zel can also have this. Wow, this is heavy. Alright. Moving on. I hope the stream is okay. I cannot tell. I've got OBS covering half my screen. I've got YouTube page opened on the other half. I cannot tell how well it is going, or how well it is not going. But pretty soon I will be able to get a good idea. Though I'm pretty sure I'm getting about half the kilobits that I should be. Which can't be a good sign. But we'll see. Shadowheart is inspired. Good for her. And we are in the Underdark. Ancient Selûnite Journal. What have you got to say now? I can't sleep without the moon and stars. As a child, I pray to them before I ever knew Selûne's name. Is that blasphemy? When I walk the battlements, I only see the light of their glow. The only light I see is the glow of their eyes, out there waiting. I knew the High Initiative is making a plan. He'll get us out. He did not get you out. We're making a stand. We made it fair. Lend us your light to guide us home in dark of night. To keep us on the path of right, ever burning, ever. The last line of the prayer succumbs to blurring, as if stained by something wet. Like blood or tears. Maybe both. The initiative. They did not get you out like you thought they would. I can say that for sure. I wonder where the tunnel they collapsed was.
What's that?
What is that indeed?
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
That is a way for the druid to have fun. Or the halfling. Or the halfling druid. It always felt vainglorious to think my deeds worthy of a personal journal, but as I watch the drow mass outside our gate, I realize my arrogance is already of a far costlier sort. I see no harm in tipping the scales a little further.
Such depth to the shadows. I don't care what others say about the Underdark. It's beautiful down here.
I'm used to a crypt's gloom. This is something else.
Not for me, but for those who followed me down into the dark. They deserve to be remembered. Initiate Norn Reigns, lost in the dark tunnels we held back from the drow. Initiate Thulk of the Western Wastes, grazed by an arrow and succumbed to poison. Initiate Brecca, who stood against a Drider with only her mason's hammer. Wow. And initiates they are, the entire company, for they have seen and suffered so much, or too much, to be called novices. We collapse the tunnel behind and have made ready to open the gate. Perhaps we can carve a path through. If not, I enclose a list of names. Let the annals show that whatever their end, the cause is the same. One high initiate Jarus wished to stamp his name on the histories of his church. He sought to forge a path through darkness, not realizing that there are some places the light was never meant to reach. He was a fool. Oh. Lae'zel, why did you step on the thing I was trying to...
The infamous Underdark. Don't worry of the dangers you can see. Worry of the dangers you can't.
She right. This must be where the tunnel they collapsed was a long time ago. Right? So didn't Helsing say there were signs of dark justiciars down here? Why is it all Selûnite, as far as I can tell? Did the Selûnites get pincered by dark justiciars and Drow from different angles? The world is shaking.
What the hells? This place is ready to collapse.
These fungal spores are everywhere.
Alright.
Huh?
Whatever it was, I stand at the ready.
What's going on?
More are coming.
That voice. What was that?
They're coming. They're coming.
Still my mind to this end.
Careful. If we can hear it, perhaps it can hear us.
They're coming. You're coming.
Stepping softly.
Where are you? There you are. There's the other. Alright. Save. Don't just run headlong into a bunch of minotaurs. Like that. Excellent. I think. Probably. Are you not stealth, Lae'zel? Good thing you guys weren't any closer.
I shouldn't linger.
This would be a smarter idea, right? Probably. Maybe. I don't know if having someone stand next to the Minotaur could ever be considered a smart idea.
Keeping my head down.
Should I have... This might be a good idea. Or it might be awful. We will see. We should take these guys seriously. They are minotaurs. There we go.
There's blood in the air.
I cannot do a... Did I not enter turn-based mode before?
Over here.
Dang it. I think I can get away without an opportunity. Oh, I'm still stealthed. I took a chunk out of that guy and I'm still stealthed. Sweet. That place is very bright. Rogue should be somewhere slightly darker. There we go.
I'm ready. Time to strike.
Alright. Get just close enough to poke. She does not have opportunist. She has sentinel, so I want her in range if that thing moves.
Still breathing, despite everything. On my way.
Excellent.
A better position.
And this guy has a lot of movement. And up here? Sure, why not? He might come this way looking to hit Drax, but Lae'zel's going to be in between, so...
Time to strike.
How much movement? Not enough movement. Interesting.
Taking position.
Excellent. I love seeing critical hit.
Focused. Got to press on.
Alright, buddy. How are you gonna mess me up? Ouch. Not a fair fight will be had this day, buddy. I hate to say it. I don't think I need to take you seriously, now that you're as low as you are. I should have hit you with this first, huh? That would make a difference. When does it rupture? And possibly inflicting. Okay, so it doesn't. It doesn't always inflict.
Into the shadows.
Ouch! Ooh.
Outmaneuver them.
Yeah, this is fine.
Concentrate.
Hit him in the face. And there we go.
Swift as my feet can carry me. Broken bones must have fallen.
I think this is right under the pit of where the spiders were, where I could jump down, which would have been an interesting place to do so. Alright. Over here.
slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil.
This feels holy. Consider what ritual might be appropriate. Well, nope, not that. Cancel that. I didn't mean to press use inspiration. Guidance, you never come through when I need you, do you?
You can't recall anything this esoteric. There are too many rituals about swords to count.
Strength check? I think I can just do these checks again with my other party members, so... Guidance puts in minimal effort when it gets the closest. I've noticed this.
It feels like you're warring with 10 people for the blade, but with another hard yank, the weapon slips free from the stone.
Too bad I'm not a paladin or something. Alright. Enchanted weapon. Send this to Lae'zel.
Its will be done.
It is a versatile longsword with a weird ability. It is very interesting.
Objective noted.
Looking ahead.
But someone else will have to figure out whether or not it's a broken or useless ability. Alright.
Don't waste a step.
And we're going to break this real quick. Where's the other one? Can I pick up the 2 max boards? Please stop. Oh well. Oops.
Wits and blades.
Not what I
always sharp.
intended to do. This is what I intended to do.
Can't slow down.
Does anyone want to talk? Doesn't look like it. Alright guys, I'm going to leave this video here. Or the stream here. I had a lot of fun. Nobody showed up in stream the whole time, it looks like. But that's fine. I didn't really expect anyone to. I know one person who would be really interested in watching me stream, but today is the day they said does not work whatsoever. But it is the day that works best for me, so I had to try it anyway and see how it goes. Now I get to go and see what happens with my stream because it's running at like half the kilobits it says it should be. So I'll get to see how well things worked out and if this was any good at all, if there are things I can solve, if there are things I can fix. And hopefully I'll be able to stream more Baldur's Gate moving forward, and that's what I'm going to be doing as opposed to recording videos and just posting the whole thing. And this will at least leave opportunities for people to come in, say hi, and whatnot. Alright, at any rate, if you guys enjoyed the stream, do me a favor and leave a like, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Okay, stop recording.